the luxury client video that you understood. What did you understand? What are your key takeaways from what you understood? They always have high expectation. Mhm. Two key takeaways, yeah. Oh, Masha, this internet. They are knowledgeable. Okay. Who wrote this? Zuha. I think they always have high expectations. Very good. Who wrote this? Zuha wrote. Okay. This one?
Me.
Karin?
Yes.
All right. Very good. They don't want any inconvenience. This is also by you, Karin?
No, that's by me. Zoha. I don't.
Zuha.
Yeah.
Okay. So 1 and 2. Karin says this, and they don't want poor service. Yeah, Nelson, why don't you write on the whiteboard here?
I don't know how to write now.
Della, you have text. You just type it out there. See, can you see the text here on the board? Right? This part. Aaron, you're thinking?
Miss, I don't know how to write either.
You can see the whiteboard?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Do you see annotate on top? You see some control panel, right? Can you see annotate?
It's actually in the view options
Yeah, in your view options.
and on it and your type. Yeah.
Correct.
Try, guys. Mujtaba. Most of them are in the industry. Most of them are in the industry. Explains why they have such high expectations. Okay, you mean like it's CEOs of different companies, right? That's what you mean, right, Mujtaba?
Yes, miss.
Yes. Okay. Wenchen, you two can't try writing here on the board.
I also don't know how to write on it. Actually, try it.
You see there on your view options, you can see Nelson. Nelson is writing here. On your view options, you can annotate here. They don't want you to be overly technical. Whose point is this? This is good.
Me.
Me. Who's it?
William.
William, is it? Very good. Very good, William. This is a very good point. This one is from Mujtaba. They don't want to be overly technical, which means they want you to tell them directly and in a very simple language, right? Good. Very good. They don't want poor service. Who is this? Who wrote this?
Oh, me.
Nelson again. Very good. Nelson. Very good. Good. Did you manage to find out Masha and Wenchen? Try.
No, miss.
I'm writing.
Very good. Masha's trying. Good. Wenchen, just try and see. You should be able to try. Aiden, we are waiting for your comment here. Okay, whose point is this? They don't want us to be impersonal to them. Is this Masha?
It's mine.
Okay, Aaron. Hey guys, can I ask you something? Do you have any children in your house? No, right? No, right?
No.
Then why do you want to mute yourself? Every time when I mute myself is because when my children are going around, they are very noisy in the house. That's why whenever we go for meetings, we mute. But you don't have anyone, right? Just keep
It's more like
yourselves.
more than the children. The traffic is really
Yeah,
annoying.
you have background noises. It is from
Yeah.
your traffic outside, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the
Okay.
fan also.
All right. Okay. It's easier to deal with them if you have process. This is Masha. Who wrote this? It's
I did.
easier
I
to.
missed the have a process part.
Okay, you were the one who wrote this, right, Masha?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, very good. It's easier to deal with them if you have a process. Correct, correct. You're right. Which means you have an SOP. That's what you mentioned, right? You have an SOP. You know how to deal with them. You know how to talk to them. That's what you mentioned, right?
Yes.
Yes, good. They want to be heard. They want people who understands their problem. Is this from you, Liventure?
From me, miss. From Mujtaba.
Or Mujtaba? Very good, Mujtaba. Very good. Yes, correct. So all these are the technical reasons, right? Or these are the characteristics that goes around or revolves around a luxury client. And apart from it, luxury client with them, you definitely cannot compromise on service, right? You definitely cannot provide them any convenience. Okay, so they should not have any inconvenience, and very difficult for them, right, to accept that. So you cannot have any inconvenience, and you cannot have or you cannot be very impersonal to them. You need to be very, very personalized. Very good, and you need to understand their problem. True. Sorry, you need to understand their problems, but we should not go to that extent at all. They want to be heard. Yes, this is where your benchmark is. You cannot go beyond that, right? Very good. And most of them are in the industry, explains why they have such expectations. Correct. So what do you need to try is you should always try and keep them delighted. So your guests who belong to your luxury group or your luxury brand needs to have this delighted service. They have to achieve the customer delight and not just customer satisfaction. All right. That is what we are aiming at. Okay, so let's look into who are the new clients and what is their customer behavior and what are the skill sets required, what are the different nationalities and how they can be managed. Okay, this topic. So when you look at it, luxury client. So we also saw that there are different types of luxury clients. One is a regular time user, right? The luxury client himself. And the second one is the excursionist, right? The people who come in on occasional basis. They are the luxury clients. Okay, so now when you bring in new consumers, what are their expectations? What do they look at? Why did they get admired? Or why did they get inspired to come to your brand? And are all clients from different nationalities, are all similar or what? That's what we're going to look into it. Okay, so the first thing for new customer is they like your as effective and aesthetic contents. All right, they get attracted to your content, right? How it is appealing to the eyes, right? And how it is welcoming, how it is warm in terms of rooms, in terms of services. So they need to know that is their first attraction point. Once they know, yes, it's very, very effective and it affects my nature, my emotions, and it is very, very my type. When they have that kind of a feeling, then they come back to you for their own pleasure, right? And for a more rational criteria. And the second expectation is they need to be part of the beauty arena or the fashion world. That's why they start using the different types of luxury products, right? So they are carried away by its shape, its special feeling in the hand, the types, the fashion models, and the aesthetic value of its new advertising, right? So if nowadays, if you look into the newer brands, Samsung, whenever they introduce a new brand, right? Or iPhone for that matter, whenever they introduce their new product, or any cars that they introduce a new product, you know the way they bring about in their advertising, right? Especially your when you look into the hotels and resorts, how they go about talking about their brand, talking about the services, right? So that is how people get attracted to it, or to the brand itself. So what is a customer behavior? How does a customer behave when they come in? What is their expectations? Whatever you tell them about the brand, or whatever you tell them about the services or the features, one thing, the underlying factor for them is they want to be different from the crowd, right? They want to be very, very special. They want to be treated as very, very unique type of people. That's why they come in as part of the luxury brand or the luxury clientele. They want to belong to a group that is made up of certain standards, certain requirements, certain techniques, certain ethics, certain culture, right? Certain branding. So that is why they want to join this luxury clientele group. So they're looking for hedonic values. What is hedonic values? You can go back and check on Google to know the meaning of hedonic values. So hedonic values means it's very, very special. It's not belonging to everyone else, right? So they look into the functional elements and then they go into their brands. Okay, so how does it work? When you look at it, how does it work? When you look at it, the brand, yes, that's your first base point, or that's your first focus point, your brand. And then comes in your employees, right? So you just have a brand and you don't have employees to carry the brand, it's not going to work, right? So you need to have a brand, you need to have employees who will reflect the brand, who will talk about the brand, who will bring about the service about the brand. And then comes in your customers or your clients or your clientele, which means, yes, you have a very top class brand. Yes, you have super efficient employees, but if you don't have customers to come in and enjoy the services of your brand, it doesn't work, right? So this is called as the BCE triangle: brand, customers, and employees triangle, BCE. All right. So everything, if you look at it, the arrow is double-sided, two-headed arrows, right? So it's a brand, customers, customers, employees, employees, brand. So it works in a triangle. So some people and many brands believe happy employees is equal to happy customers. Ritz-Carlton also believes in the same thing. They say ladies and gentlemen serving ladies and gentlemen, right? So that's their brand philosophy. So you need to have a brand philosophy. So if you talk to Four Seasons, if you talk to any brand, they have a philosophy. They will go behind that philosophy. They say, yes, this is what we believe in Four Seasons. This is what we believe in Ritz-Carlton. This is what we believe in JW Marriott. This is what we believe in our hotel, in our resort, right? So that is called as the BCE triangle, the brand, customer, and the employee triangle. Okay, if you look at this, this is one of the surveys that was conducted a long time ago, but you can look in for recent surveys. 68% customers leave because of poor employee attitude, right? And 41% customers are loyal because of good employee attitude. And 70% customers' brand perception is determined by experiences with people. So that's why experiences play a big role. So any brand that you're talking about, you talk about stories, you talk about experiences, you talk about what did you feel, how did you feel, why did you feel, right? So the experiences go about reflecting your brand. That is why brand perception is carried out or reflected by the experiences with people. Any questions until this class? Any questions?
No.
No questions, miss.
Okay, so let's just look at the skill sets necessary to be a leader in the luxury industry. I think I've attached an article about the hospitality managers' leadership skills as well, but this is basically what you need, right? So if you look into the inner circle, it talks about the craftsmen, the designers, sales force, and managers, all right? So these four people go about making up the brand itself. So when you look into the craftsmen, what do? They go in pursuit of excellent quality, right? Passionate and professional technical creativity. So when you come in for some perfumes, for example, why do they choose the bottle types? Why they choose this color? Why they choose this shape? Why they want to choose the lid like this? Why Ferrari brand has chosen a horse, right? Why is the logo like that? So they have unique features. If you ask them a question, they will explain it to you. Like I told you, in the St. Regis Hotel, they have this mini bar, right? Did I share the pictures with you all, with your class? Did I share? No?
No. No.
St. Regis Hotel rooms?
No.
No? Okay, 1 minute. 1 second, I want to show this to you all. One second, class. Yes. Okay, look at this image. Guess what is that? This one, not this lady, huh? This one. What is this?
Inside the room.
Yes, it's inside the room. What is it?
Don't know.
Did you say something, Zuha? Inside the room only I heard.
Yeah, it's different parts of the room, right? The
Part
bathroom.
of a room. Okay, yes, it's part of a room, but what is this? This one.
Which one?
This one. Okay, you can see my picture, right?
Uh, I can
This
see
one.
lots of pictures.
Right? You can see, all of you can see lots of pictures.
Yeah, the whole.
The whole set. Thank you. This one.
Uh,
You can see one picture now, right?
yeah, a cupboard.
What do you think? A cupboard. Okay,
The
anyone
mini
else?
bar, not so many.
Luggage.
Who said that? Mini bar, not so mini? Is it you?
I said it.
Yes, it's the mini bar. Okay, so when you close it, it looks like a trunk. You know, see, this is a latch, just like a trunk. Have you all seen trunks, olden days trunks? When people used to travel, they used to carry trunks, suitcases,
Yeah.
big ones, right? So this is the tradition at St. Regis Scale because their owner wants to bring in this tradition into the hotel rooms that when they used to travel long time ago with trunks, he wanted that concept to be brought into the rooms. So all of their rooms has mini bars of this size shaped into a trunk, and their banquet halls will also have this type where it holds all the glasses and yeah, the wine glasses, the beer glasses, the whiskey balloons, everything is managed there and stacked up in this minibar. So if you look at it, every every hotel, every detail has a particular story, right? So it's not just come in just like that. It all has details, right? And let me share this picture. Oh, can you see this? The horse, right? This horse was imported just for St. Regis Scale. It was specially imported from Poland because their hotel concept is like a polo game. You know, so this is what we're trying to explain here. So every brand, when you talk about the craftsman, it has a technical creativity, it has a passion, and it goes into the professionalism to make that and pursuit of excellent quality. All right. The designers, what do you talk about designers? Designers, they have to bring in the aesthetic creativity, they need to understand the brand's DNA and influential creativity. So when the brand tells you, yes, my guests need to have a very different service when they come in. So based on that, the designers have to design. So you just imagine St. Regis, probably the owner would have told the designer, right? It is not the owner's idea to bring about the minibar there. It must have been the designer's idea, right? So why don't we just bring in this? Why don't we just import a polo horse, right? Why don't we just put up two huge billboards of a polo player, right? So this is all the designers aesthetic creativity that comes in about making up the brand, right? Because St. Regis lobby sees and serves only celebrities. And sometimes the front office people will not be allowed to share the details of the guests who are coming in. They cannot share any details. Even if room service people want to go and serve, they will only go by the room numbers. They may not be allowed. Sometimes some guest privacy, they will maintain that, right? So this brings about the designer's call. And what do the managers need to do? The managers also need to understand the brand DNA. They have to be flexible, they have to be agile to adapt things, and they should be able to cope up with the globalization and digitalization process. If you just look at the picture, there was one girl, I mean, the hotel staff standing with a room assignment list and all, and she was explaining to us. She's actually the sales manager. So the way she was, how did we come to know of the story? Do you think the St. Regis owner came and told us? No, it was through her we came to know about the story, right? What was the inspiration behind that minibar? So that is how the managers have to adapt the culture of the brand. And then the sales force, right? So you need to have art of storytelling, you need to be passionate about the brand, you need to be open-minded and multiculturally exposed. Okay, so you need to think about all of these details, and that makes about the required skill sets for a particular leader in the luxury industry. So when I say leader, it doesn't belong to one person, it also belongs to a brand. It also belongs to a particular group of hotels itself. When I say Marriott, yes, Marriott Legends and Regis belongs to the Marriott brand. So when you talk about that particular brand under Marriott itself, St. Regis have their own story, Majestic Hotels have their own story, JW Marriott have their own story, right? If you just ask them what is the story behind the logo, anybody when you walk into the hotel and any department will be able to tell you how, because they train all of their team members in that, in their morning briefings, in their monthly meetings, they talk about the brand and the culture. Any questions, class? Until this? Is it boring?
No.
No, miss. It's okay. No question.
Thank you. Okay, so I think I've posted something on regarding this. You can go back and check on times. Okay, skill set necessary to be a leader. Okay, now randomly, what do you think are the skill sets? You can annotate here also. Randomly, what do you think? What do you think? I will say multi, intercultural, interculturally oriented. I would say. Anyone would like to say? All of you just say one comment. You can just annotate here itself. Leadership skills. Yeah, good. Leadership skill is from Zuha, from
From me.
me. William, right?
Aaron.
Aaron, thank you, Aaron. Punctuality. Nelson says self-discipline. Very good. Yes, good, good. You're talking only about individual percent. Holistic points. Yeah, I have 4 more to come. Adapting and evolving. Very good, Mujtaba. Adapting and evolving. Good. Knowledgeable, Karen. Very good. Interpersonal skills. Good, William. Good. Anyone else missing here? Masha, live and Chian, team oriented, right? Good. Right. So these are the skill sets. So if you look at a holistic person, you need to have, yeah, communication skills. Very good, Masha. So all of these skills, like for example, punctuality, right? Punctuality, leadership skills, self-discipline, communication skills, interpersonal skills, get interpersonal skills, knowledgeable, adapting and evolving. All these are very individualistic skills. I need to hone these skills, right? I need to have these skills. But when you talk about team oriented, interpersonal skills and interculturally oriented, which means these are the skills required, of course, communication skills as well. These are the skills that I need to possess to work in a team, to be a team player, right? Very good, very good. So you can just read the article I've given. It can give you more insights about the hospitality leaders as well. Okay, now our clients different from different nationalities, similar, right? So how do people behave? How do people respond? Some people, when they come to a particular brand, a particular hotel, they know how to behave, or they behave very weirdly. The fastest growing luxury goods are electronic pieces, right? So what happens? It's a kind of an emotional tie rather than expensive mass produced luxury goods. Okay, so when you read this, you will understand how people in Australia react, how people in Pakistan, how people in China, how people in Thailand react to the various types of evolution. This is just for information's sake, but you can also read it from here. Now, what's happening in the world? Now, you all can tell me how people are reacting, to what is happening. If US is affected in terms of politics, the entire world is affected, right? Everybody's talking about the US elections. Everybody's talking about it. The market has a decline. Whether it has a real impact or not, but immediately there's a decline in things, right? And then now, because of internationalization of products and distribution channels have opened up everywhere, product is manufactured in one place and it's designed in another place and distributed everywhere, right? So all this talks about the luxury players. So when you talk about the nationalities, you will also have to control. For example, in LV, in Paris, when you go and shop, for foreigners, they only allow you to buy a few products or only a limited number of products, not all. Even if you have the money to buy, they will only allow you to buy a limited number of items, restricted amount, restricted number. So like this, people around the world have their own principalities, how to manage and control the nationalities. Definitely, people from different nationalities are not similar in terms of responding, in terms of using the luxury products. All right. So I will just leave you all to read these 3 points, but I think it's just for information's sake. You do not have to go through it. Okay, if you look into this, you see this, there is a rising crop of young Chinese fashion designers trained in Paris, Milan, which are now opening their own boutiques in Beijing and Shanghai. What do you understand by that? Usually luxury brands, when they have, they believe in mystery shopping, mystery shoppers. Do you know what's a mystery shopper? Anyone? Wenxian?
No, miss.
No.
Yeah? No, I heard no. Wenxian?
It's when a brand sends a staff or someone from the company to shop at the store, right?
Someone from the company
Shop at the store, right?
to shop at the store. Okay. So what's a highlight here? You're right, Masha. What's a highlight here?
Um, they want to assess the services, right? What they get.
They want to test the services, what they get, right? Okay. So which means, will the team of the staff, or will the team, the service team or the hotel team, will they know that this person has come for mystery shopping?
No.
No, very good. You're right. So what happens here is, usually luxury brands or top class brands, just to get into the audit teams, right? To get into the ranking, same as audit. Yes, something, it's an audit as well. You're right, Mujtaba. So what do? They have this mystery shoppers. They come into the hotel, right? And they just act like a normal guest. So then they see how they are being treated. So the mystery shoppers checklist is really comprehensive, very much in detail. So they will write in, okay, I came into the hotel at 9:01 a.m. Right? The receptionist asked me, how are you? The receptionist attended to me at 9:15 a.m. The room was ready, and then they allotted me a room after the check-in process at 10 a.m. It's quite a long time. They will write in all the details time to time, and it's a 24 hours monitoring. So they monitor every department. They call simply randomly and book a laundry, or they call the room service, order a coffee or tea. They go to the bar, they order a coffee, or they or a beer or something, and then they randomly pick up arguments just to see how the guests are they are responding to the guests, how the staff is working, how the staff is responding and reacting, right? So that is how many luxury brands survive and thrive today, because they say at any point of the day, if you come to our hotel, our service will still be the same. And when you heard about Mandarin Oriental KL, they go by this audits only, mystery shoppers. And there's something called as Forbes. Have you all seen the Forbes ranking? Forbes ranking. Later, you can just go and check Forbes
Yeah.
ranking. Yeah. So this is, many hotels want to be part of it. Recently, from KL, it was Mandarin Oriental, Four Seasons, and one more hotel. They were all ranked, not for the entire hotel, only for certain services. Mandarin Oriental was ranked for their spa, and Four Seasons was ranked for their rooms. So like this, certain hotels are ranked for certain services, not for the entire hotel. So this is where the luxury brands depend on. They depend upon these type of audits, these type of mystery shopper experiences, and that's where they thrive and deepen their brand, and they communicate their brand as well. All right. Any questions on this class? No?
No, miss.
Okay, thank you. Let's go back to your times. I have a topic. 6. I have given a short assessment. It's like a very, very short one on luxury client 2. You can just take it in your own time. All right. And I hope you have read the luxury brand essentials. Did you guys read it? Luxury brand essentials. This one. No?
I read it briefly.
Okay, right. So I urge all of you to go back and read it as part of the luxury client. Okay, I'll bring it back here. Uh, mm, yes. I'll want you to go back and read it, right? And this is an H5P, very simple one, I think, or 2 or 3 questions only. Just try to attempt it, okay? And then next class, we learn about brand life cycle. Any questions?
No questions, Miss. I have a question for like the talk on the 8th of February. Do we need to like prepare anything? Or are we just there to like listen and then just give questions?
Yes, you need to ask questions. You can go about reading the topic communication, which is here, right? Just give it a read and come back and ask him a lot of questions because he's a very interactive person and he wants the students to be interactive as well. So that day I want all of you, for you guys, it's mandatory to switch on your videos. It's okay if you sign in from 2 devices, right? Just be nicely dressed and ask questions so that it will help you in your knowledge. All right. And because he's not only assistant professor, he is also used to be general manager. He used to be a F&B manager, a director of F&B. So he has this hotel portfolio in him, and he has been working in star hotels, Four Seasons. So some of the hotels, you can go and look for him on LinkedIn. All of his entire profile is there as well. So you can come prepared to ask questions. All right.
Okay, will do, Miss.
Thank you. So I will make it like everybody should ask 2 questions each. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Right? Probably for your, okay, if you don't have any persons working for your assignment, so whatever question you have, you bring that and ask questions to him about your brand life cycle assignment. That day, only few of us join the talk or there is other student join with us. You can invite your students, I mean your friends. I am actually inviting BH21. So yeah, you can invite your other friends as well. All right. You can invite anyone for this talk. It's going to be about the brand communication, but again, it's about hospitality brand. So why not? They can come in. Nelson, you can bring in your friends, Nelson.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Any other questions? I want to share this photo as well. Can you see this? This is the St. Regis coffee shop sofa. Can you see this? This is, these buttons are like a saddle, like where a jockey sits, you know, that's how they've designed it. So everything has details in it. Have some pictures of Ritz-Carlton. Do you want to see pictures of Ritz-Carlton?
Yes.
Sure, Miss.
Wait, I want to show you the St. Regis lobby. See, this is St. Regis lobby. The front desk is here. This is the front desk behind. We are just blocking the front desk. This is the front desk. This is their image, you know, to bring in the concept of this polo game. They have done this. So right opposite to this, we are facing one side. Right opposite to this, the other side, also they have a similar picture and they have 2 front office check-in counters. Okay, so let me see if I can share some of the pictures for you. This is it. Stilton. This is one of their penthouses in Ritz-Carlton. This is their penthouse and a presidential suite, and it's about 25,000 ringgit per night. And there are few celebrities who stays here. Very, very few celebrities, you know. So most of the time it's closed. It is open only when these celebrities come in. Most of the times, Sultan Slango, he stays there, it seems. And apart from it, there are few other celebrities like I can't remember singers when they come in, like pop singers, few albums they mentioned. So those people come in and stay here. And this room has about 6 rooms, 5 bedrooms, and one jacuzzi, and then one walk-in closet within the room, and then one health fitness room, like a gym. Everything is inside the room itself. Yeah, and they have a swimming pool, personal swimming pool attached to the room. I think this one is
In Doha also they have a very cool luxury hotel, Mondrian. Mondrian.
where is it?
Doha.
Ah,
Actually saw it from a Netflix series. Yeah.
that's nice. Which series?
The Bollywood wives.
Okay, you're watching that. Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like they have a huge like suite, the whole floor. Yeah, it's a very luxurious one.
mhm,
Yeah.
imagine. All right, so I think these are the photos that I have. Any other questions, class? Wait, I want to show you. Do you all know Miss Leby? Lee Leby?
Yeah.
Watch this video. This is St. Regis, again the minibar, but this is slightly bigger in the banquet rooms. This is one of their banquet halls, and this is where they actually stack up all the wine glasses, the cutleries, and the crockeries. So this is their. Somebody's chatting something here. Not so mini. Yeah, it's not so mini. A
Yeah, you
huge
should not
one.
call it mini bar.
You're right. I don't know why I've taken a lot of videos, or probably it's live focus.
Well, good for us because we can't visit at the moment.
You look at this. This is St. Regis swimming pool. All right. And this is only for the executive club lounge people. All right. And they have a huge screen here. This is a reflection of the screen. And what happens here is in the midnight or in the evenings, when there is a nice football game or something that's very popular, this screen moves. It's a mobile screen. It moves and it comes here in the middle of the swimming pool. So there's an arrangement for that. So during the day, it's inside and it comes in the center so that people in the dock here, as well as people seated here, can have a look at whatever show is being played. So that's why these swimming chairs are also there. So people just relax in the evenings. They just order something from the bar that's located inside here, and then they watch the shows. So that is their luxury services that they provide. Yeah, and they have mini theater inside. It's actually not many photos because I was so amused with St. Regis, so I didn't have, or I didn't take much photos. of Ritz-Carlton. Okay, I want to show this picture. This is the lobby. The lobby I showed you before is just for normal check-in counter, but this is another lobby. So these are the check-in counters. This is for banquet events and when people come in for group check-ins. So this is their lobby exclusively for group check-ins and for banquet events. So when group check-ins is usually when they come in huge buses or big vans from the airport, they use this access and this lobby, and this is their bulletin board. And these are all TVs, this just screen they have there. And this tells them about the events that's happening. See, when we visited 22nd August 2016, we visited the hotel. All right, so that's about it.